Dun, 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 dun. What is going on, everybody? That was the worst intro I ever heard or done. But anyway, we finally have the Shaman class unlocked. I mean, not unlocked, but 110. It took a while, not really, but we did it. So these are the talents I'm running. Pre-patch, I ran Hot Hand, Searing Assault, just because it's a little better build. I think those are the same. But after patch hit, or after pre-patch hit, I looked up another build for this, basically. For the most part, it's the same. All I know is Ascendance is overpowered, honestly. But that 3-minute cooldown really makes it to where you have to plan around that 3 minute, because in that, what is it, 15 seconds, you are hitting for a lot and a lot of damage in that. But it's only for 15 seconds and you have a 3-minute cooldown. With Elemental Spirits, it reduces the cooldown by 30 seconds for your Feral Spirit, and it grants the ability to, for your wolves to cast, like to kind of empower one of the elements each. So you have frost, lightning, and fire. And so the wolves, you have two wolves. Both of them can actually go, like both go fire, and you get a buff to Lava Lash or Sundering because they do fire damage. So it's just stuff like that, or you can get the lightning wolves or the frost wolves. So that's what I'm running, and these are my 3 PvP talents. Shamanism, just because Bloodlust on a 60-second cooldown is beautiful. I can spam it all day without having to wait. Ride the Lightning, just because a Chain Lightning added to my Storm Strike is pretty good, and it gives me even more AoE cleave than before. And Counter-Strike Totem for a defensive, because it's always nice to have a little defensive. Other than that, I stuck with these. 45 tier is really up to you. I've tried Earth Shield. Just for me, it's not that good. The healing you get from it is pretty bad, but the fact that you increase the healing taken by 10% is pretty good, but that's about it. I wouldn't take it relying on that self-heal you get. So, there's that. Here we go. Let's get our wolves out. And it looks like we got 1 frost, 1 shock. So let's see how much damage we can do with that. Pop our Sundering, which disorients them for 2 seconds. We got their dispersion. Ooh. Yeah, we shouldn't have overextended like that. Yeah, so just a little overextended there. But other than that, so for 75, I like to take Nature's Guardian as opposed to any of the other ones, just because Windrush Totem is it's a good talent. But the fact that it's on a 2-minute cooldown kind of sucks. And you only get the buff for 5 seconds. So, in my eyes, it's not that worth it. I'd rather have this, because it's every 45 seconds I can pop back up from 20% less health all the way back up to what I need. Ooh, we got that off a little too late. Just gonna stack fears on us. Alright. Let's see what we can do to this guy. We're gonna save our Sundering. There we go. Interrupt that. Oh, he's dead. Good job. Go on healer, because if you don't go healer, you're failing. And we're dead. we did some damage. We did some damage. We're not doing too bad. Kinda. So yeah, other than that, these the talents are pretty set. Rotation wise, I always start off with a Crash Lightning just for a chance to hit a couple more people, because this buffs your Storm Strike by 5% per target hit. So if you hit 4 people, you're doing plus 20% damage increase to Storm Strike. And if you get the proc, let's see where it is, Stormbringer, you have a 25% increased damage, and it doesn't cost Maelstrom. So already you're from the proc, you have 25% increased damage. From this, if you hit one person, you're at 5%, so that's a 30% increased damage just for that one attack, which in my eyes is good. Let's get some damage out on the healer. Not bad. And this is one of the procs you get. Forceful Winds. Your Wind Fury attacks. Where is it? We can just look at what Wind Fury is. Each of your main hand attacks has a 26% chance to trigger 2 extra attacks, dealing 129 physical damage each. But you get this buff that will actually buff that up to, I think mine was at 200% increased damage, and that's just for regular attacks. That's not counting these ones. So I think they go by free swings, or just the filler attacks. So that's doing a lot of damage on just those, and you're doing damage with all your attacks. So it's a pretty good mix. We're doing some nice escorts here. We are pretty, we have a lot of utility. I don't use the utility just because I always forget I have Hex. I have Hex, Totems, I have Tremor Totem, I can take Fears off. I should have been using that against the Warlock. I just wasn't thinking about it. There we go. Some Water Walking, because who doesn't want to do that? We could slow him down. We'll also Hex him. There we go, since I remembered. Let's see if we can get a 10% damage increase. So that was a 35% increased hit. We'll charge and go for healer. Oh, yeah. We got hit pretty hard. So overall, I think the Enhancement Shaman is definitely a class worth leveling up, because the utility. You're bringing so much to the table just as an Enhancement Shaman, and even you have Elemental and the Resto Chamois, which was actually on both of the rank 1 arena teams for EU and NA. So that says something. I mean, if both are using it, it has to be good. So we just popped our Counter-Strike Totem, which means basically if they hit us, they're going to kill themselves. All damage they do is redirected to them. So we always try and get people to attack me until it runs out. Then you don't want it anymore. You don't want to get attacked. That's just fundamentals. Let's see if we can take down the priest now. Oh no, he's gonna heal. And he healed up. There's 2. There's 2. We're gonna go right in it. Just go straight for it. Get his friend. Interrupt Shadow. Get out of that. We can take the rogue 1v1, but it's not going to be a 1v1 fight. We'll do the Sundering, and the Sundering almost killed him. We almost had him. We almost had him. So close. We were doing some pretty good damage there. So you saw me pop Sundering, which shatters a line of earth in front of you with your main hand weapon, causing 2900 flame strike damage and incapping any enemy hit for 2 seconds. So you can think of it as like kind of a second interrupt for not druids, for chamois. It is on a cooldown, a 40-second cooldown, which isn't bad. So you have that and you have wind shear. But right when this is done, after that 2 seconds, they can just cast again. So I just try and use it like during situations like that, even though I definitely should have hexed. I always remember these after. We're going to get him on a hex. And we're going to get this guy on our totem. See if we can get him to kill himself. Ooh, we're getting feared. Alright, we're going to sit this one. We're going to put a tremor totem down. Ooh. Couldn't get anything off. We were CC'd for too long. That fear really screwed everything over. We actually have a lot of rogues. There has been nothing but rogues lately. Last match I was in had 6 rogues, which is kind of insane. I guess everyone's taking advantage of the fact that assassination right now is completely broken. It's doing a stupid amount of damage with little to no effort. We get him because he never takes my totem down. So we'll just let him take himself down. We probably can't do much here. We can always bull charge. Alright. Hopefully they don't take healer down yet. We can do it. Never text in WoW, because it always leads to something bad. We're gonna buff the healer, too late. Take down the weak. See if we can get something off on the warrior, and we couldn't. Couldn't keep the healer up. I tried, kinda. But we got the lust off, which is super helpful. The fact that it's on a minute cooldown, lasts less, but it's worth it. It lets you do it every minute, so I mean that alone is pretty bad, as in good. Bad for them. And we could not heal up through that. We are dying a lot. We're very squishy. We don't have enough, or we don't have a lot of health compared to the majority of people here. We are only 192. I have been working on gear. Frostradamus, that is the most clever DK name I've ever seen. And we're just gonna die here because we can't do much. And yep, there it is, because we can't even get out of our spawn. And we have a frost mage sitting up there and a whole group of people sitting there. We are winning though, so that's always good. So let's see if we can get anything done. Hex him. Hopefully no one attacks him. Alright, so I don't know where flag carrier is going. Alright, little 1v1 action. See what we, come on. I know we can do it. He's balanced. There we go. We can do it. We can get him. Heal up a little bit and go for the healing box. Get the healing box. Let's see. Luckily we have Bull Rush. And he has backup. Yeah, execute, I'm guessing. Just a rampage. So that ties it up. We mid-level DPS here. A lot of the DPS comes from cleaving, just because our Crash Lightning hits everything in front of us, and if we hit 2 or more people, we will actually attack, or we'll do damage to everyone in front of us. I think for the same amount if we use Storm Strike or Lava Lash. So overall, I think the Shaman is definitely worth leveling up. If you guys were debating on it, I would definitely do it. The Resto Chamois is really good. We'll be doing a video on that, of course. We still have all the classes to go. This is the first 8.0.1 video I have. We have every other class to go, so we have to redo all the classes because a lot has changed. A lot of classes are completely new. For example, the Disc Priest is completely new. It is reworked, thankfully. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Don't forget, keep PvPing, people.